reasons to shop at Danny Mennel Rapid Chevrolet. Choose from over 350 used cars, trucks, and SUVs from all your favorite brands. Buy with no money down and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. Choose from GMCs, Rams, Fords, Chevys, Jeeps, imports, and more. Buy all with no money down and no payments for 90 days. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. See us at Danny Mennel Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMennelRapidChevrolet.com.
It's this game, yeah.
Welcome back to the Denny Menholt Auto Group of Rapid City Press Box.
Welcome to GoRaidersLive.com and tonight's Class AA Girls Soccer Contest featuring the visiting O'Gorman Lady Knights and the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Brought to you on GoRaidersLive.com. You can find us tonight on YouTube, Stevens Raiders channel. The Raiders come into this one off a 2-win weekend, so they come in 2-0. The Knights come in with a record of 1-1 here tonight. Last season, this was the semifinal matchup, so this looks to be a good one. Two quality opponents for the Raiders this weekend as they bring to the roster some new players, filling some positions from last year. And early on, both teams just trying to find their footing and find those connections. Challenge up top by the Knights. That looks like Megan Moschbach, the senior, number 10. Reagan on the ball now. She'll take a tight turn to the number. She'll go up. A little flick back from number 15. Nicely done there from Shoot. Raiders retain possession. That ball goes to Holsworth. Holsworth looking for some space. She turns, tries to get the right foot out. She's converged on by a lot of defenders. Her speed will take her to the ball to the corner. She'll get there. And defended then by number 9 and keeps the ball in play, but stolen by number 13, Braden Baird, who did a nice job of covering there. And a hustle to the ball, and the Lady Knights are forced to play it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Raiders. They'll see if they'll take that quick. That looks like Lehman, number 4, on the far side. That'll put the ball in play. Long throw to the middle, a couple of bounces. Reagan gets a touch on it, and a high ball will be sent wide in by Baird. Goal kick for the Lady Knights. Brinley Gross, the sophomore keeper, will set this one up. She'll survey the field, but she'll look to go deep with this one as opposed to short. She drives one to the middle. And it's going to be knocked out wide for the Raiders. That'll go out of bounds off of number 8, Berkeley Larson. Put into play. Challenged by Larson on number 11. That's Jai Kelly, who gets it over to number 25. Or, excuse me, that's number 29, Lander Bell, for the Lady Knights. This one goes wide, too wide, and Reuter will comfortably come off her line and snag that up. Reuter, the freshman keeper for the Raiders, will punt this one away. She'll go up to Larson. Reagan. Triangulate a pass back. Raiders will... Oh, she'll go to the middle of the field. Now they'll work back to Sturkle. Out wide, Lehman, back to the middle. A little pressure there. They'll play it all the way back to Reuter, who will try to get rid of it wide, and she does. And a little challenge on the outside. It'll go off of the Lady Knights to the Raiders for a throw-in. So almost 4 minutes gone. Both teams, again, just trying to find their rhythm here in this girls' Class AA contest. Again, this one ended last year in the Raiders took the first tilt in Sioux Falls on McEnany Field. But a Raider team that kind of had a depleted roster due to injuries wasn't able to overcome the attack of the Knights in the semifinal, and the Raiders dropped that one 1-3. So this looks, again, to be a really quality matchup between two top Class AA girls teams. That will go out of bounds, and the throw will go to the Lady Knights. Ball sent it high. Number 5 for the Knights is on it, but great block by the Raider defender. That looks like it's number 28, actually. That's Reagan. Appears to be. Trying to look through the glass on that far side. Yeah, number 28. Moore Reagan did a nice job of thwarting that attack. Long throw for the Lady Knights. Put back into the box. Handled calmly by Kennedy Sturko, who gained a lot of experience in the back line as a freshman last year. She's coming off an NPL effort, much like Holsworth and a handful of the other Raiders for her age division with an NPL championship. So several Raiders have that club level experience at the top echelon of their region. And so, again, Sioux Falls is in a different region for that. This looks to be a good competition here. That ball's given up in the middle and taken right back. Now Lehman, with the good energy, will put it up. Gets it up to number 15. Shoot tried to play it wide, but it goes out of bounds. And they're going to give the throw to the Lady Knights. Little touch pass into Shoot. Shoot gets a touch on it. Lehman keeps it in. She'll send it high into the box. It'll be easily handled there by Gross, who puts it out. Pressure, great pressure there by the Raiders. Number 8, that's the sophomore Berkeley Larson. Showed a good burst of speed to come back and challenge the ball and win throw-in for the Raiders. And Baird, one of the captains, will throw it in. She'll get it into Reagan. Amora Reagan, she'll go Holsworth. Holsworth does her patented little turn with the left foot. She shoots, scores off the hands of Gross. And your senior captain, Ava Holsworth, the SDSU Division I commit, puts the Raiders on the board in the 6th minute. And this one, and again, this is early on in the season. This is a playoff caliber matchup. And Holsworth, with her just signature delayed stance, shields a defender and gets a dynamic turn, shoots, scores, and the Raiders lead in this one 1-0. Another clinical finish for the senior captain. Seventh minute goal. Come back in now. The Knights will look to counter here. Let's see if they can establish something. But Raiders did a nice job of getting the ball to Holsworth with some space. And when she has that space to turn in her speed and dynamic first step, it's just hard to defend for anyone. Good recovery there by the Raiders on defense. They'll play it all the way back to Reuter, wisely and calmly. And as the shadows cast over Sioux Park and it gets a little cooler, the wind's still a little breezy, but it's dropped down a little bit. It's a great night for soccer here. Played the middle there by number 5 for the Knights. That's Bortman. Lindy Bortman, a senior, is a nice play on the ball there. Comes back out after a few possession changes. It'll be a throw to the Lady Knights and Blowett. The senior forward will throw it in. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Knights, and number 11, Jai Kelly, will give it a try. She'll put it in. Little rubbing of shoulders out there, which is allowed. Wouldn't be surprising. This will be a physical, athletic battle. That one's sent in long, but the freshman Reuter calmly escorts it out of bounds with her eyes and sets the ball for a goal kick out to Sturkle. Sturkle will play it over to Lehman. Great combination of young players there. Up to Vienna Reagan. She'll turn on the ball And she'll play it back to Sturkle. Sturkle thought about going wide. Dribbles, creates an angle to Reagan. Reagan on the run. Holsworth on the left. She cuts to the left. Now Holsworth interchanges in the middle. She'll get a ball in the middle. Holsworth, see if she turns quick with her left foot. She does. Ball goes across. Loose. Reagan misses. Oh, great recovery save by Gross. But a great cutback ball by Holsworth. And Reagan was there. She was shouldered by a defender, so she got all she could on it. It just did not find its way by Gross. And the Raiders near miss to take them up 2-0. But the Lady Knights there, figuratively, literally saved by their keeper, sophomore Brinley Gross. Raiders right back on the charge. Holsworth, shoot, a nice ball to Holsworth. She gets a turn. Lethal, score! Goal! Holsworth, her second for the senior. And the Raiders have just found a little something where they can get defenders separated in the middle. And when Holsworth makes the run, there's just no catching up. She's got that much pace. Great job there by the Raiders. Did not see who the assist was from. I wish I did. In the 10th minute, Holsworth will net her second goal of the night. And the Raiders and head coach Luis Ucera, a longtime assistant Alicia English, have to be ecstatic with this start on a weekend with two quality opponents. .23 for the Lady Knights now gets turn of the ball. Sturkle with a great job with step-in defending. Just timed it perfectly. She'll take a run, and she's going to get a hard foul from behind, and that's going to be called by the center official. Sturkle a little slow to get up. That hot turf doesn't always give a forgiving skid there when you get some force from behind. So the Raiders will set up for a free kick. Amora Reagan will take that, and that's one of those fouls that almost necessary because Sturkle had some momentum coming out of the back, and they had some good numbers in that transition. Play the ball up through Reagan. Reagan, shoot, just with some quality first-time touches tonight. Vienna Reagan dribbles into three, shot, and saved. Gross takes a hard left-footed shot from the junior captain, Braden Baird. That's on goal. So the Raiders, very aggressive and offensive, and they're getting looks in different ways, direct and off connecting passes, and mainly through balls and a delayed through ball to the senior captain Holsworth. That one goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Raiders. Boy, in this first 12 minutes, the sophomore Berkeley Larson doing a ton of just hard work, creating extra possessions for the Raiders. Chase to the edge, and just great body position, great body control, shoulder to shoulder. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Knights because of the just really smart defending there in the back by Lehman. Sturkle gets it out, can't clear it. Knights see if they can get the ball shot off, continue to dribble. Raiders close down. That one will go wide and too wide, and it'll be a goal kick to Reuter and the Raiders. Coming in for the Lady Knights is Layla Ryan. Reuter has Sturkle short. She'll try to go wide to Lehman. It's intercepted by number 6, Heineman, Claire Heineman. Good solid defending there by Sturkle. Not afraid to hold her ground. Then there's no foul called there, but Raider goes down. That one's headed in the box. It's headed away. Good defensive header by the Raiders. And Larson will try to come out and push on it. That one will go again. Goal kick for the Raiders. Again, if you're following us, please share with those that tonight you can catch Raider girls soccer action on YouTube, Stevens Raiders channel. And it should be the first icon that comes up live coming into the game now is for the Raiders. This number 16 sophomore, Greta Sundahl. This one will be played up the sideline and out of bounds. Throw to the Raiders. And Baird will put that one into play to Reagan. Shoot now. Into the middle to number 7, Britt Karn, who's in, and they'll pass there. A little overlapping run here for the Raiders on the outside and knocked away by the Knights. It'll go out of bounds to the Raiders. Right at the Made for Shade tent, I see the Raiders have tilted for maximum sun protection over there. Ball gets thrown in. Good, strong throw, but recovery there by the Raiders to possess the ball. A little hard touch, but comes back to Karn. Missed touch there. Raiders give the ball away in the middle. Sturkle comes through, though, and gets enough on it to allow the ball to get sent up, but Halsworth was on her recovery break, not her forward break, and just kind of watches that one float to Gross. Lady Knights kick that out. Handled well. Shoot now has some space. She'll turn. She'll get the ball in the middle to Vienna Reagan. Little inside-out move. Defending that well is number 7, Hannah Heineman, now in for the Lady Knights. Blowett up the line, but goes out of bounds, and the AR is pointing something out, and I think maybe the ball went out of bounds or was an illegal throw. Must have been an illegal throw because he's standing in the same spot Blowett threw from, and now they'll give it to Baird, and Baird will get it in to Karn. Karn to shoot. She chips it back over to Karn. Nifty little touch there. She's had some great touches tonight. 26 now with a nice turn on the ball. That's Claire English who's in. The freshman, she has a nice turn on the ball. Reagan pokes it. A drive blocked. Raiders keep it in. Knights haven't cleared it yet. Now they do, and that's looks like number 27. Yep, 27 for the Lady Knights. Violet Hillman was able to eventually clear that. And this will ball go up wide, and it'll be who takes the right angle. And it looks like Sturkle will exchange with the outside defender, and it'll go out of bounds off the Lady Knights. Confident, calm defending back there, especially with young players. Sometimes they want to get too eager and take it, but that time it was they changed position and just perfectly, smoothly, and got a throw out of it. Back in for the Lady Knights is Hadley Wagner. In for the Raiders is Larson. Another whistle on the throw, and not sure what we had there. At any rate, it'll be Raider throw again. Not sure if what was that stoppage was, but good juggling there by the Raiders, but they ultimately lose possession. And will there be a call there? No, it's just a little shoulder to shoulder. Number 7, Heineman went down, but no call. Ball put through. Sturkle taps it out, gets it up wide. Try to get a number there. I think it's 18, but I can't quite tell. Yep. Number 16, that's Sundahl. And the left back now for the Raiders. High ball going direct for the Raiders, trying to get a runner under it. The Knights are able to get it at their feet, but send it out of bounds. They'll regroup and reform their defensive shape, and now they'll put some pressure on the Raiders. and put a ball in, but Reuter saw it, came off her line confidently, easily scoops that one up, and she'll punt it away here, and they'll try to get Halsworth on the run, a ball to the feet. We'll see if they go outside. Lady Knights collapsed. 4 people over there on 3 Raiders. Not a lot of space. That ball is played to the middle, back to Karn. She'll play it all the way back. And tried to get it up to Reagan, but passes a little short. Didn't just have enough pace on it. Vienna Reagan now out wide. Sundahl now, or Halsworth with the touchback. See if they go over the top. They go to the middle. Now they'll go to Halsworth, but just the length of the defender, Hillman, was able to get her leg and poke it away. Or we might have been shaking our hats here. Sturkle. Nice ball up to Halsworth. She'll turn. Collapsed on by a couple, bracketed at least by a couple Lady Knights. It'll go out of bounds off the Knights. And a throw to the Raiders. And that is Sundahl still over there on that side. Hillman just plays that one up, doesn't get it out of bounds for a clearance. Raiders persist on the ball. They stay with it. Comes down to the feet of Baird, but number 7, Hannah Heineman, gets in there and pokes it away. Karn plays back to Sturkle. Sturkle thought about switching fields. She goes up to the middle to Claire English, but no connection there, and we're going to have a call, and it's going to be a drop ball. It'll go to the Raiders. Karn pushes it back to Baird. Baird, left foot, drives one over to, nice ball to Halsworth. Oh, she tried to flick it over her head and just didn't have enough height. But a shot by Reagan and a goal. Flags down, and Vienna Reagan, off of kind of a missed touch by Halsworth, I think surprised everybody, and Reagan lined it up for the goal. Raiders couldn't ask for a better start. In the 21st minute, goal by the junior Vienna Reagan, and the Raider potential with their youth, not a shocker, but I'm sure there's still a lot of mouths agape here going, what, 3-0, 20 minutes? So some substitutions being made. And again, it looked like Ava was trying to roll that ball up over her head and turn and speed to it, and it hit her in the face or head, and it just kind of deflected onto Reagan, and Reagan finished. She knew what to do with the ball. She had a nice clinical finish, and now we got a stoppage. And is this a hydration break? What do we got here? He asked for a clock stoppage, and he's going to talk to some players. It looks like blood. It must be blood. He's going to send number 30 off, but there was no booking. So usually blood or blood on a uniform. So let's hope she's okay. That looked like number 30, Layla Ryan. And yes, the trainer's with her. So let's hope Layla's okay, and whatever that was, they get it cleaned off and she goes right back in. And they must have called a foul with that, because we're going to have a free kick from midfield over the ball for the Lady Knights is number 17, Reese Terveen. Her sister, of course, Sydney Terveen, was one of the senior standouts last year and is going to go play Division I basketball at USD for the Coyotes. Which is a great statement for the level of athleticism on the field here tonight for both teams. That one will go out of bounds on that long service by Terveen, and Reuter will set the ball for a goal kick for the Raiders. With Sturkle calmly, looked like oncoming defender kind of made us hold our breath for a sec, but Kennedy calmly played that one. There's a ball that goes up. Let's see if Holder's going to get there. She's cut off. She's cut off. That's a handball. The ball deflected off of the goalie, but she was out of the box, and it appeared to hit her hand or arm. Obviously, the official didn't think that she extended it, part of the natural position of the body, but from our vantage point, it hit something of an appendage, so it is what it is. We play on. Good job there, keeping the ball alive. Looked like Bailey Brown, it looks like, on that one. Number 17 for the Raiders, Bailey Brown. That one's sent in by number 18, Loretta Hillman, the junior. There's a ball that goes off of Brown, it looked like. And we'll do our best to keep on here as that transitions from the stadium lighting and the dropping of the sun. There's a hard drive. It goes across the frame, but the on-running Lady Knight couldn't get there. I think it was high and just, boy, that was a rocket sent in. Dangerous ball, but that forward push was thwarted by the Raider backline. Good ball inside, and player goes down. No call. The Knights want a call. There's a turn with the left foot, blocked by the Raiders. Backline showing great courage, getting in front of balls that have the angle. There's another angle shot. Goes. Reuter has to go low. It takes a short hop on her. She's able to knock it out of bounds. That'll give the Lady Knights the first corner kick of this game for either team, and a set piece. Let's see who's over the ball for the Knights. It's hard to tell the angle she's standing. Number 11, Jai Kelly. She'll drive it in. Knights were there, and we're going to have a foul. A little push in the box appeared to be, and center official will award a free kick to the Raiders. That was a good ball, good service, though, on that set piece corner. Karn. Reagan. Plays it back. Played up. They try to play it up to English. She'll keep running after it, but they'll send it back to Gross, and she'll drive one to the right side. Good ball there. Handled nicely by, looks like number 5. Lindy Bortnam for the Lady Knights. Continuing to work on that edge is Sundahl. Again, the back line of the Raiders, Borman, Sturkle doing a nice job back there. With 25 gone, drop ball possession to the Knights. They'll kick it direct. Karn battles but can't get it. Lady Knights play it wide, but it's intercepted. A little pinball action on that ball. Hannah Heineman stays after it for the Lady Knights. Good persistence. She's still on the ball. And finally, it looks like Hillman tried a little back heel touch, but it gets poked out of bounds, and Raider ball. Braden Baird will drive it in, and it's intercepted. Borman will take a look, get her head up. Sturkle will let it pass over to Reuter. Reuter's given some pressure. She'll get it out wide. To Sundahl. Battle there. Knights throw it across the frame, but nobody home, and goes out of bounds. If you're just joining us or joined us late, the Raiders really couldn't ask for much of a better start. Able to get some space for senior captain, SDSU Division I commit, Ava Holsworth, in the 7th minute. Just 3 minutes later, she was able to beat the Knights to a ball and finish again for a 2-0 lead. And off of a missed touch by Hallsworth, fortunate bounce to Reagan, but then her finish was all skill and first class, and she put the ball away into the back of the net. 3-0 Raiders. And freshman keeper Tori Reuter so far has did a nice job coming off her line, being confident, and so the Raider backline and her will hope to keep a clean sheet here tonight in this girls Class AA contest. This one's sent in high. Little problem. Oh, that was number 8, Berkeley Larson. Sorry, I stopped halfway because I thought she was going to wind up and have a go at it again. Just couldn't find the timing on a half volley. But another dangerous piece where the O'Gorman defender just was a little off balance, and Gross didn't come off her line. So she was kind of caught in between the Raider Larson and the goal. So fortunate for the Knights and just unlucky for the Raiders there that Larson couldn't connect. Caitlin Shute, the sophomore, will come back in for the Raiders. And Raiders keep the ball in play. Baird will let that go out of bounds. Number 31 for the... I don't have a name for number 31 for the Lady Knights. She'll be your left back. Gross will drive this one deep. Good leg on her. Raiders will head it back in. That's Sundahl, but goes out of bounds. Put back to Sturkle. Sturkle has time, surveys the field. She's going to send it across to Borman. Borman back to Sturkle. Sturkle with pressure. She'll get it to Sundahl. Sundahl lifts it to the middle. Shoot. Heads it back, but no Raiders there. Good job of positioning by Karn. Gets in the way of number 29, Lander Bell. And both teams exchanging possession in the middle of the field. Bought down to the feet of the Raiders and then dispossessed by number 11, Jai Kelly. Long ball over, but too long and just too much pace on it for Loretta Hillman. It'll go out of bounds to the Raiders with just under 11 to go in this first half. Little mistouch there by Hillman, and the Raiders clear it out. Try to stay on it. They do, trying to get a touch up. Have one to Larson, and again, just can't get the ball to her feet. That's the second time. Just tough bounce for Berkeley Larson, who's just been working so hard to get on there. Good sign. Looks like Raider defender number 4, Meredith Lehman, getting set to come back in. Meredith had a great season, just had fought injuries and wasn't able to play in the Raider finale. And I know it was a tough game for her to sit and tough for her team, but she looks good. She's had a good game so far tonight. Sundahl, though, who's interchanging with her, does a great job there to persist on the ball and keep it in, see if she can get a touch inside. She tries to go across and just didn't have a great angle on that ball, but there's going to be a call. So the reason it wasn't a great ball is because the official said she was knocked off the ball, and that's going to be a pretty dangerous distance here if this is a free kick for the Raiders. Sundahl still down. I don't know if she's just tying a shoe or just needed a minute. Sophomore Berkeley Larson will set up over the ball for the Raiders. They have a flood of players. Shoot will be screening the goalie. This one go in, gets up high. Knights don't clear it. They try to chest the ball out of bounds. They can't. It's going to go out of bounds and be a throw for the Raiders deep in Lady Knight territory. Karn, the one playing a little pressure there to force that one out of bounds. That one comes down to the feet of Amora Reagan. Oh, a mishandle there by number 34, Kaylee Kuiper. That gives the Knights possession and maybe a little bit of momentum, but the Raiders recover nicely on defense. Baird plays it back to Borman. Borman will go back to Reuter. Reuter will get it right over to Sturkle. She'll get her head up, survey the field, take a few dribbles. Nice hard pass and a good touch over, almost slipped it through. And those are the dangerous ones that if they can get through with a little more pace, that would have been a dangerous chance there for the Raiders. Good turn on the ball there. Holsworth with speed. Tried to drive it through, but Knight defender did a nice job of just holding ground. Gets beat on that turn. Kuiper makes up for her mishandle, and then they're going to call offsides. Just a step too anxious there for Larson. And give the AR credit there. They were right on that call. Very, very well done. Now let's go outside. Better ball, but still a little long for Hillman. And they just can't find that combination on the left side for the Lady Knights. 7:30 to go in the first half of this girls' Class AA contest. Lehman comes back in. Meredith Lehman, the junior defender, will come back into her familiar spot as the left outside back for the Raiders. Vanna Reagan also comes back in for the Raiders. This one's sent in high, flicked on, no one there but Sturkle. Sturkle pops one out to Holsworth. Holsworth does her just signature, just a delay box, and then just boom, turns it on a through ball. Good idea there by Shoot to just let it go. Larson, just again, that's a tough ball, but a good idea for Shoot to let it go through as she had drawn the defender. Just Larson not able to get on the end of that. But a great idea and some creativity there by the Raiders. Reuter with some more pressure now. Knights trying to put their pressure a little bit higher, but also understanding that if they get countered, Raiders are tough. And that's going to be a dangerous set piece there. Sturkle with the challenge, and they're going to say got more player than ball, and we'll have a set piece here. Looks like number 11, Jai Kelly, is over the ball for the Lady Knights. Raiders will have a three-person wall. Reagan, Lehman, Holsworth now breaks the wall to go to the wide player. 6 Knights in the box. It's a direct shot, but it's high over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Raiders. 5:35 to go in the first half of this one. Your Rapid City Stevens Raiders 3, Lady O'Gorman Knights 0. Played out by Reuter. She'll go wide. More pressure. Good pressure there by the Lady Knights. Raiders are forced to play, but that one will go out of bounds, but it's a deep throw for the Raiders, so the Lady Knights will be able to still apply that pressure. Almost like in hockey, the forechecking. See if they try to collapse on Raider players. They do. They'll win the ball back. They'll send one in, but again, another block by the Raiders. So I don't know if it's something that they've been stressing, but we've seen it a lot tonight in this game where they've just shown great courage to put their body between balls. It could be dangerous. Here's a run up the side, played in the middle. The defender Blowett, the senior experienced defender right there to clear that out wide. Kelly gets played off her, but out of bounds, actually off the Raiders, and we'll go up top. Looks like Adelie Steffen looks like maybe in for the Knights. I'll try to get some glass on that and get a number. Yes, that's number 23, 8th grader, Adelie Steffen. Or Elodie. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. That's a new one for me. Reagan, ball at her feet. Good turn. Surrounded by a couple. And now we're going to have a call. And we're not sure what the call is. More blood? I don't know. They're asking somebody to... I'm not sure what's going on. There was no stoppage or card given. I'm just assuming it's blood on the uniform or something. I don't know. I'm speculating, but seems to be walking over to the trainer. I'm sure they'll get that taken care of. So ball back in play. Put in, giveaway there by the Raiders, but they are able to repossess. Tough pass in the middle, intercepted by the Knights. Again, the Raiders are able to be there, poke it away, but can't clear it. Now the Knights see if they can get a couple clean touches on the ball. They do connect, but no, right there the Raiders stays with it. And Raiders wanted a little tug foul, didn't get it. They clear it, or attempt to. Now they'll get it up to Larson. She's challenged by the Lady Knights number 9, Blowett. Blowett wins the challenge. It goes all the way back to Gross, who comes out. And she'll put this one up direct, trying to get to Kelly, but the Raiders are there. Larson speeds to the ball. She'll turn. She'll get it up the line. Good ball, and cut off, and just an after collision. No, nothing intent. The momentum of both players took them into each other. And so Sundall's throw quick to Caitlin Shute. Vienna Reagan on the ball. She moves outside twice. Larson now. See if she cuts back to the middle or switches. Nope, she tries to go outside. She has 2 defenders on her. She'll play it back. Not a lot of space there for Sundall, but Larson pops the ball through. Another block stays on it. Shot, and it'll be not enough on it, but a good thought by Amora Reagan, who had a little sliver and took a shot on it. Just kind of hit the ground first, and then it was an easy pickup for the sophomore keeper, Brinley Gross of the Lady Knights. Played wide, but out of bounds. That'll be to the Knights. We've got a sub for the Knights. That'll give everybody a little short breather here. Returning to the pitch for the Knights is sophomore defender, Reese Terveen. She's had a little break here. We'll see if her fresh legs can give Coach Dirks and the Lady Knights a little lift here. Shoot with good work on the ball, but really good position defending by number 31. Again, we don't have a name on our immediate roster. We'll try to get one, and that's going to be a throw that goes to the Knights. Quick one into Hadley Wagner. She'll take a turn, but it'll go out of bounds. We'll see who they give it to. It'll stay with the Raiders want it, but nope, they're giving it back to the Lady Knights. Blowett. She's been very busy for the Lady Knights. Long throw up the side. Again, knocked out of bounds by the Raiders as the Lady Knights try to matriculate the ball down the left side of the pitch. This one's set up and out of bounds. Good clearance, though. The Raiders will regroup and regain their shape here on defense. Turn there. Again, another little deflection by the Raiders. That ball will get sent in the middle. No call there. A little bit of a high boot, but then the clock runs out in the first half in this one. So at a halftime, the Lady Knights 0 and your Stevens Raiders 3. Let's quick recap of the first half here. There was one corner kick, and that was for the Lady Knights. The Raiders, though, again, they just came out on fire, and senior captain, number 11, Ava Holsworth, netted a goal in the 7th minute and again in the 10th minute to give the Raiders a 2-0 lead. And then about 10 minutes later, junior midfielder, number 12, Vienna Reagan, put the Raiders up with a right foot shot, 3-0. And that's where we're at the half. We'll be back for the start of the second half after words from our generous sponsors, bringing you Raiders Athletics here on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv, and tonight you can find us on YouTube, Stevens Raiders channel.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
How do you turn your passion into your profession? Start by choosing Mitchell Technical College. Hands-on learning at the state's #1 tech school. Be career ready and in demand in 2 years with low tuition rates. Real preparation for real careers. Our purpose is to get you there. Get ready.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Certified Honda value has never looked better at Denny Meadow Rushmore Honda. Take advantage of 1.99% APR financing on select Honda certified pre-owned. Choose from Honda Civics, Accords, HRVs, and CRVs. That's 1.99% APR financing on our Honda certified pre-owned. Plus, shop a huge selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs with over 370 to choose from. We'll find the right one for you. Drive with certified confidence at Denny Meadow Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book instant cash offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
Right now at McKee Ford in Rapid City, get 0%, 0 payments, 0 maintenance, $1,000 towards your down payment, or get discounts up to $15,000 off.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
What does it take to feed and fuel the world? To integrate a global ag and energy supply chain, serving farmers and advancing agriculture. What does it take to build communities, powering rural economies and empowering agriculture? It takes the nation's leading farmer-owned cooperative. It takes a co-op. It takes CHS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
Welcome back to the Denny Menholt Auto Group of Rapid City Press Box.
Welcome back as we get set for second half action. Class AA girls soccer. First half of this one, Raiders were able to net 3 goals to 0. So the Raiders will try to keep a clean sheet, and I'm sure Coach User would like a couple insurance goals, at least one on the board to seal this one, but we still got 40 minutes to go, a lot of time, and here we go. Raiders will be going right to left on your screen. A little touch over to Reagan. Good first time. Just a little behind her, but the Raiders start right off attacking. This one goes to the goal. Kicked out. Is it going to be a corner or a throw in? And the Knights are going to get to it before it goes for a corner, so it'll be a throw for the Raiders. So the Raiders, off of the first half kickoff, are able to get the first forward push. Okay, this one goes up top. Knights will possess this. They'll try to go up the line. Not that Sturkle playing up a little bit higher. She comes and gets that ball. Positioned perfectly there to take away that through ball. Pushed out to Sundahl. That one goes long. Tried to go more direct there. The Raiders did. Good handles there by Borman with her footwork. Sturkle will get it up. And host of Knights are there along with more Reagan. And Baird is going to try to just kick it out, but she miskicks it. That's going to be a corner for the Knights. That'll be the second of the game, and both by the Knights. That'll be over the ball is going to be number 11, Jai Kelly, the freshman forward, who's done a lot of work for the Knights. She'll swing this ball out. No one over the goalie. Gets a drive in. It gets to the feet of a Knight. She taps it back into the Raiders. Reuter comes out to play it. Can't handle it and then goes to the ground and suffocates the ball. She'll swallow that. A little nervous moment there, but she handled it well. She'll drive that one out and try to go over to the top to Holsworth. Oh, just Terveen is so solid that a missed bounce, but a ball right back to Holsworth. To see if she could move inside, get the ball at her feet. Goes with the pass. Not there. Reagan keeps it alive with her hustle. She'll get the ball out wide. Raiders, come in. There's a shot. And goes just beyond the outstretched leg of Holsworth. She's kind of did a diving slide to get on the end of it, knowing that if she would have went too far, she'd have been offside. So kind of had to be in that position and just inches away. Kind of hard to tell on the far side, but from our perspective, that one looked really close. And again, another dangerous attack for the Raiders. And a good build up there. You can see the confidence of the Raiders. And they come out aggressive again this half. That one's knocked away from Kelly. Poked forward. That'll be pushed up by Shoot into the middle. And kicked out by, not cleared though, and a ball goes in and we'll have a whistle. And it'll be a goal kick. So Gross, step over it. Her back line, she'll have, she'll have Heineman and Blauett on the right side. Number 31, who we still haven't got a number on, and looks like 4, Emily Thomas. Raiders pressing, doing a lot of work. That Shoot to Vienna Reagan. She'll take it to the left. It's knocked away, but it goes right to the feet of Holsworth. Holsworth, just a little mistouch. I think she got a little anxious trying to get her right foot on it. And it gets knocked away, but kept in by Sturkle. Sturkle, maybe she's got a shot here. Let's see if she winds up and takes one. She doesn't. She gets it over to Reagan and eventually pushed back in by number 17 for the Raiders. That's Bailey Brown. Raiders still staying on this tack, persisting, and then we're going to get a call, and that's going to be throw in for the Raiders to Shoot. He's done a nice job, had some good touches. Get over to Brown. Brown reaches for it, trying to get it, and there'll be a 2 players meet. It's a neutral tackle, no call. And Sundahl fights for it. Brown goes up for it. Sundahl's trying to stay on it. The Knights come out of that. That's Hadley Wagner, the senior forward, tries to push forward, but it goes out of bounds. And now the Lady Knights have a little bounce in their step here as they try to hustle to the ball and put it in quick. It goes out of bounds again. That's off Sundahl. Sundahl, Borman, Sturkle, Baird in the back. Vienna Reagan drops back to give some support, keeps the ball in bounds, but then it goes out of bounds. Another throw to the Lady Knights. Quick entry there, quick reset by number 4, Emily Thomas. The Knights pressuring now around the box of the Raiders, and that's going to be another corner. That's number 3 for the Knights, second of this half with only 5 and lots of change off the clock. And Jai Kelly will swing this one in now. Again, no one screening the goalie. A run in. It goes straight in. I tried to hook it in. Didn't get it off the bar. Another header, and it's right to Reuter. So sometimes the crossbar and side pipes are the goalie's best friend and sometimes worst enemy. And that time, a very friendly Sioux Park goal frame that kept that one out. And the on-goal bend attempt surprised everybody, but Reuter reacted in time to initially make the first save. So the Raiders survived that flurry of chances, and a good ball there by Baird, but she turns and will pass it to Blowett of the Knights. Sturkle with a good challenge. She'll try to stay on the ball, and she's eventually awarded to the Lady Knights. And now this one will go out of bounds, and it'll definitely be a goal kick, although that was good effort by Ality Steffen, the 8th grader, for the Knights. And yeah, that's the Knights come over like it's a corner, but the linesman is clearly pointing in the direction of the Raiders. That'll be a short, quick throw to Sturkle. She'll wait for the Knight defender or the Knight offensive forward to come forward, and it goes off them for a goal kick this time. So again, that pressure being amped up by the Lady Knights. And Baird will set this one. See if she drives it with the left foot. The O'Gorman defense shifts to their right, which would be protecting them from the Raider attacking left and Ava Halsworth. And that one goes out of bounds, and Raiders will see if they can possess the ball here and go on the attack on this possession. That ball put in by the Raiders, but knocked away, but finds Reagan. Halsworth into the middle to Reagan. Oh, tried a little combination pass, stays with it, so persistent on the ball, gets it wide, but it was behind Halsworth and out of bounds. But a good thought to try to combination pass and make it first time to create angles in space, just wasn't quite online. Shoot, little back heel run, nice leave, give back, and puts it in. Gross is right there, but creative build up there for the Raiders. Let's see if they can come and make the field short for the Knights, and they do apply enough pressure to force a ball out of bounds. Sturkle all the way over Borman. Borman calmly into the middle. To Karn, played back Sturkle. She'll dribble. Put it up to Baird. Baird a little move, but swarmed by 2 Knights and got a little handsy there. Still some hands going on there. Number 23 keeps bumping into Baird as Baird retreated like, I'm just walking. So little gamesmanship there. Reagan comes out of that one. She'll get the ball up, and it's going to find the mark. It's a good battle, and the Raiders are going to get the first touch on there. That's Larson. Larson puts it in the middle. Oh, is there a takedown? The runner in the middle went down. I believe that was Reagan. No. Oh, no. That was Halsworth, and if they got taken down, that's a stoppage, and they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it with the AR, but And it could be the severity because there might not have been another defender between the goal and a scoring opportunity. So that could be the severity if it's a booking. And we'll see what's going to go on here. But Hallsworth definitely went down. And in that situation, she's such a goal scorer. You just rarely see her go down on some sort of, gamesmanship volition. And he's going to point to the spot. And the Knights are questioning what, why, when, where, how. And he's pointing to the spot, and he's getting questioned. The Raiders just calmly waiting to see what the outcome is. The O'Gorman captain looks like number 5. Lindy Bortnam, she has the band on, is following the protocol, and the one asking for an explanation from the referee. A lot of palms in the air, which is very normal in a game that's become so fast and athletic and physical as these young ladies improve. And it doesn't look like there's going to be change in the mind. It's going to be a yellow, so the severity was yellow, so we'll have a booking. And we'll see who gets sent off here for the required mandatory, substitution. And that looks like number 8. I believe, can someone help confirm, was that number 8 going off or number 9? That's number 9. So that's going to be the senior Marley Blowett, who's going to get a yellow. And we're going to have the Raiders line up for a PK, and it looks initially like number 28. The freshman, Amora Reagan, is the one who's standing nearest the spot. Some players will put somebody in there and then switch as these, that's certainly at the higher level, these goalies are doing studying the tendencies of shooters. And a lot of these tactics to draw out the administration of the penalty to try to freeze the shooter as well. So a lot of gamesmanship wrapped into one play here. That's definitely going to create a stoppage and have us get out of here a little bit later. Gross continuing to bounce the ball as everything's administered, and now the official will take the ball and give instructions to everybody. Thanks to our production crew, Harley and Delaney. Delaney, I'm sure, zooming in on this one. They'll do a great job. So we'll wait for the whistle here as Gross moves, and Reagan caught her moving to one side and just drove it for a goal. So off the PK in the 50th minute, Amora Reagan will get that insurance goal that we talked about Coach Usera probably really, really hoping for, and they did it. Again, the speed and a good ball in, too, to draw the PK. And we have a substitute coming in here for the Raiders. Lehman will come back in. And Sundahl will go out. So they've been a good combination in that back spot there. Raiders will continue to put the pressure on. Continue to go forward. Here's another ball in. But that time handled nicely. Kept out. And now the Knights will look to go on a run. But it's cut off. And the sophomore Chloe Borman gets to it. Gets it to Karn. Karn. Once high in the middle. Reagan with a good little trap and sends it down. Lehman will put it over the top. It'll go off the head. Raiders will run after it, but Gross will come out. Oh, there's a little shove there. That's going to be a free kick for the Lady Knights. As Raider number 15, Caitlin Shute, was trying to get to the ball.
So, I don't know who's playing music, but the officials talked to us, and it's a state rule, like, during play, we can't play music. Pre-game, halftime, that kind of thing is fine, but we just can't do it, like, during the game. If there's a goal scored or anything.
Set piece. This one will come in. Shot. Knocked away. Another shot. And a goal. Goal for the Raiders. Off the deflection.
100%. Yep. Whoever scores, if you've got
Not sure who got that. It was come back off an attempt, and it came back out. It was driven. Caitlin Shute with a rocket off of the first ball that came back out. And in the 52nd minute,
That's really cool.
goal.
Boys? Your boys? It's 2-1, like 30 minutes left.
Okay. Score update at varsity on another field. Yankton 2, Cobblers 1. As we are 5-0 with 28 to go in this contest here at Sioux Park Stadium, playing under the lit dinosaur on top of Dinosaur Hill. Another Raider goes down. No call there. No, they are going to call that. It'll be another free kick for the Raiders. And sending that in is going to be, looks like Lehman. So number 4, junior defender Meredith Lehman is going to send this one, drive it in right to the net, but Gross is right there. So a good service, just in order for the Raiders to stay on side, they just couldn't get there. There's a direct ball, goes up, gets underneath Borman, but right there to recover is Lehman. Lehman gets knocked down from behind, and that might be a card from behind. We'll see. Arm is up, and I don't know if we got a stoppage or not here. We're going to see. I didn't see the arms cross, but maybe it's just a talking to as the Raiders get a free kick. No, it looks like they're converging back down. It looks like it's going to be on. So an indirect kick on the Raiders? They're in the box. I guess I'm really confused about what that is. So if it's indirect, it has to touch somebody. So there's the touch, there's the shot, and a save by Reuter. Really don't know if, unless they thought Lehman obstructed the other player. And again, we don't have that perception, that angle from behind to see what was going on there. But at any rate, we play on, and the freshman goalkeeper makes another big save. That one gets under Sturkle. She recovers nicely, comes out on the dribble. And the ball goes back to the Lady Knights, and then back to Lehman, who pops it up the sideline, tries to stay in bounds, can't. Now with a little charge here. Knights with the move to the left. They'll shoot. That's blocked again. It'll be a corner. That's the third of this half, 4th overall for the Lady Knights. And if it's their normal, nope, this time it's going to be number 18 that's going to serve in this corner, Loretta Hillman, and this will be swing in. Again, nobody shielding the goalie. This will come in. This will go high. Good ball. Go straight up and over, and I believe that's going to be a goal kick off of the Lady Knights. So good service. They had a shot. It just didn't have a great angle to put the down force on it for an offensive header. Now we got a line change. We got several substitutions coming in from both sides. 3 for O'Gorman, 3 for both teams just came in there. So coming off for the Raiders is Larson, Karn, and Baird. And this one is sent all the way back to Gross. Gross will kick it up. Raiders try to get in there, but Lady Knights come out of there with it. That ball will get through, but recovering. Thought she'd send it back to the goalie. No, doesn't get it out. Does English. Goes wide for the Knights. They try to kick it out. Great job by, that's number 35, excuse me. That's Amber Hoff. A junior in for the Raiders that recovered nicely. Eventually, it's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Knights. Hoff, again, good defense, kept in. Holsworth will keep it in, but her attempt to clear goes out of bounds for a goal kick for Tori Reuter, the freshman keeper in the Raiders. Sturkle will set the ball on the far side. She'll drive one to the middle. Deflects off a Lady Knight. Played right back in to number 23. Elodie Steffen, the 8th grader. She tried to get a touch on it. Knights still stay with it. Gets poked out of bounds. The linesperson is raising the flag to go to the Raiders. The Knights are confused. Now the Knights have it. So everybody was confused there for a second. That one misjudged a little bit by number 17 for the Raiders, Brown. When the ball gets that high under these stadium lights, sometimes it gets lost. Hoff now, but there'll be a foul before that, Reagan, on number 18, Hillman. So this will be from about 35 yards out. And over the ball is going to be Hillman. She'll drive one. It's tough, but Reuter right there, a straight catch. Doesn't even have to knock it down. Good hands by the freshman keeper. Off of a good drive by Hillman. Just was right at Reuter. Knights trying to play the ball more direct, get over the top on one pass now. Trying to put a little more pressure on the Raiders' back line. Sent in. Tries to keep it in. It looked like that was over the line of touch, but they say nope, keep going. Oh, little mishandle. Ball there, but right there is Sturkle. Just ice water. Just cool, calm, like, yeah, I got this. And played out. To shoot. Using her handles, and they'll get sent out by Lehman. Tries to go to Holsworth, who's pretty much bracketed now. That one gets over Sturkle's head. She'll recover again. She'll go down. Hoff is there, and Sturkle got bumped from behind by the 8th grader, Steffen. And it'll be free kick to Raiders and Sturkle. She'll get it out to Hoff quickly. She'll play back to Sturkle. Over to Hoff. She keeps it in bounds. And nope, they're going to say out of bounds. The ball was completely over. The official, as you can see, is standing right on the ball. So turnover to the Knights and freshman Violet Hillman. Wagner will come back in, the senior forward for the Lady Knights. This one's going to be sent in from long. No, Holsworth is there. Another block by the Raiders. And this time, Shoot runs in, and a little ball over the top to Holsworth. Holsworth, the ball at her feet, cuts in once, and the recovering Knight just beats the touch, but Holsworth stays on it, and it'll go out of bounds off of the Lady Knights, although some people we could hear helping out say no, it's Lady Knights, or White, but the throw goes to the Raiders. This ball in, and that's going to be no call there. Shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, usually allowed. It's a physical, fast game, and again, as these young ladies get stronger, more athletic, faster, and their level of play goes up. That's part of it both ways. So good turn there by the Lady Knights. Hillman tries to go up top. Intercepted by Reagan. Shoot, tries to get it over. That one's intercepted, and we got a 2v2 here. And a good ball up. Reuter's going to come out and challenge and win that challenge. What courage by the freshman. Put her body there, and with the legs, kicks it away and gives a little, I'm okay hop there. She might have got one in the calf, but we're going to have substitutions here. Coming on for the Raiders is number 22. That is Zoe Rabe, and number 30, Layla Ryan, for the Knights. So Zoe Rabe, the sophomore, will get her first minutes of the night here for the Raiders with 18:45 to go in this Class AA girls contest between two top 5 teams. So Gorman coming in with the loss, but their only loss is to three-time defending state champion Harrisburg. Ball goes high. Reagan tries to head it, just mistimes it a little bit. She wanted to get it ahead to shoot. This one goes high, played it towards the middle. Played down and over to Ray. Ray plays it back in the middle over the top, but Gross comes off her line and snags that one. We'll see if she drop kicks this one. She'll punt it. Yep. All the way down and over. Borman, what a great play by there, but Hillman stays on it. Borman again with a good play, and she'll just clear that so the Raider defense can reset. And 2 clutch defensive stops there, pokeaways by sophomore defender Chloe Borman for the Raiders. Sturkle comes out of there nicely. Driven in, but kicked out by Amora Reagan. Quick throw. Sent in, but kicked out now. Reagan times it, steps on it, goes over the top. It's number 26, Claire English up top, trying to make something happen for the Raiders. Set back in off of Reagan. Headed down. Holsworth tried to get on it, but ran out of real estate there. Out of bounds, and it'll be throw-in. $16:30 to go. Raiders 5, Lady Knights 0. And this one will go out of bounds. Both benches were very active for a while. Haven't seen any subs here in a bit, so as it cools down here, we'll see where we're at. And that's going to be a free kick for the Lady Knights. Call there. This player goes down. And we're going to get a stoppage for injury, it looks like. While we wait for this break, we'll be right back after this 30 here on Stevens Raiders YouTube. The trainer's coming out, so we'll be right back after this 30 as they tend to the injury.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Where can you get surprisingly...
Welcome back to the Denny Menholt Auto Group of Rapid City Press Box.
And we're back as he'll put this ball in off the free kick. Sturkle comes out of it. She's going to follow the ball. She's going to try to get it up here, see if she tries to go to English. She was going to, but the assistant referee says out of bounds. That was near a legal throw for the Lady Knights, kind of a sidewinder, but no call there. Good control there by the Raiders. Play it back, all the way back to Reuter, who will turn and get it outside. And that one gets a off touch. Dangerous, but Reuter comes out and she'll just smother it. This one goes high up and out of bounds near the Raider bench for a throw. Substitution of goalies now for the Raiders. Almost forgot their penny. And that's going to be number 0. Coming in for the Raiders, Junior Blakely Baird, who's coming back after an injury last year. So it's great to see her getting some minutes in net for the Raiders, and she'll try to preserve a clean sheet here for the Raiders with 13:40 to go. Update over on the the east field. The Cobblers have now tied the Yankton Bucks. It's 2-2 with 4 minutes left. So an exciting matchup in the boys just to the east of the stadium. Borman is back in for the Raiders. Each team kind of changing possession here in the middle. That's going to let that one play on in advantage to the Knights, Lady Knights, And good persistence there by Sturkle, but to slow everything down, she'll take the foul and give a free kick about 36 yards out. See with Baird, a little not as tall as Reuter. If they try to go over the top on her, they do try that top ball, and it's a goal. So we've seen that one in girls soccer a lot, where if it's not the tallest goalie, that the players have that trajectory down of being able to just get it over the outstretched arms of a keeper, and that's Hillman. Number 18, junior, Loretta Hillman. And that goal comes with 12:22 left. So that'll be in the 67th minute goal, and that'll wipe the clean sheet for the Raiders. and give the Lady Knights a little spark here with 12 minutes to go. That one will go out of bounds. And Raiders' Amber Hoff, the junior defender, will put that one in to Holsworth. She's been a little more quiet here after the last goal, PK. And then the shoot goal off of the first save. There's a ball through, but recovering is Hoff, and she'll just send it high and out. Raiders here, I think Coach Usera would probably like them to, establish some possession and get some connections and, spread the field, create some angles and make the Knights chase. But easier said than done. Knights are a very athletic and fast team, so that one, good challenge there with Holsworth, and the Knights came out of it. Then Sturkle, with a good challenge of her own, gets the ball back for the Raiders, and now they'll get a couple passes here to connect. Almost had the fifth pass in the combination, but it gets stolen away by senior forward Hadley Wagner. She'll try to go direct and wide, but Hoff is there, does a nice job. That ball pinballs between two Raiders and a Lady Knight. That's number 6 working hard there, Claire Heineman. Wagner puts one in to Sturkle. Sturkle gets it to Holsworth. Holsworth goes to the middle. That ball's cut off, and that attempt to go back into the middle. Good ball to Hillman. She's going to get a roller to Reuter, but didn't have enough field left as the end line came, and she just had to try to keep it alive. Good ball up. Good push up to Holsworth. She's onside. Flags are down. Tough angle, but she drives it in. First touch, and just cleared away by the Knights. Cleared back up. Raiders head it. Looks like this one's going to get out of bounds before they can keep it in. And it does. And it'll be a throw to the Lady Knights. There was a lull there. Now there's a little sense of urgency after the Lady Knight goal for both teams. Kind of picked up the awareness a little bit here. And Raiders trying to keep the ball possessed and in play. Although the clock's going to roll unless the official signals for a stoppage. Long throw, no, high throw here. Looked like they were going to go deep, but little change up on the throw in there. Good job on the outside by the Knight defender, but it ultimately goes out of bounds to the Raiders. It's about the time of the game. We'll start the gamesmanship, but just taking our time a little bit without breaking any rules. This one sent in by the Raiders. Kicked out. Hoff on a recovery run. See if she tries to just let it out of bounds. She's going to shield the player and let it go out of bounds. So she took a really good angle. And Heineman just had a long way to run to try to track that one down to keep it in bounds. Holsworth with 2 players on her. Little nutmeg. Gets it back to Reagan off of a little touch to Zoe Rabe. Knights get it back, but not before the Raiders and Lehman regain possession. Well, chip over by Rabe. We'll see if any Raiders can run onto it. It's just sent back to Gross to take a few more seconds off. Gross drives it straight up the field. Raiders do the same. Just push it back, and that'll go off Hoff for a Knights throw. Great hustle, and big shout out to the small ball retrievers we have out there. The ball kids running all over, having fun out there, helping out with this game. So we appreciate you future high school soccer players helping us out. Ray puts this one up. And that'll go out of bounds, and first pointed Raider way, and then a sub. Okay. So Raider substitution. I couldn't quite see who came in. They gave the shirt and blocked the number, but I'm sure we'll get it as play goes here. Jersey Von I is in. She sends one in, and it's knocked back out. This one's kept in by Wagner. Wagner puts the ball up the side. Recovering are the Raiders. Sturkle, great job. Keeps it inbound, gets it over to Borman. She gets it outside to Lehman. Just a good recovery by Kennedy Sturkle. Only a sophomore, paired in the center with another sophomore, Chloe Borman, and boy, those two just have good communication and sync, and then working well with Sundahl and Lehman, who've been interchanging on the one side. And right now Hoff is on the other side, but there's been a host of Raiders over here too. So good job by that back line that's got some experience but still young and holding their own tonight. Baird will set it. Looks like Sturkle will get this one out of there with the Raiders leading 5-1 with 5 minutes to go in this Class AA contest here. Beautiful night at Sioux Park Stadium. Put into shoot. Juggles a little off the chest, but knocked down. Sturkle there. Gets it up top. Touch to number 22. Zoe Rabe. Touch outside. Reagan goes back. Lehman. She finds Brown. Lehman stays on the ball. And the Knights come up with that. No, the Raiders poke it out, but and then another poke. Terveen was poked away from shot, and a save by Gross. Good save. Had a lot of smoke on it. She knocked it down and then handled it. So good textbook save on a hard shot that might be too difficult to catch clean. Knock it down, keep it in front of you, and then scoop it up. And that's exactly what the sophomore keeper did for the Lady Knights, Brinley Gross. Gross now will punt this one, drive it down. Hillman tried to run on it, just too high, too many bounces, took her right out of bounds. And Hoff will get set to throw it in. Raiders probably will not substitute very much here now, because at this point the clock will stop on the Raiders substitute. That one goes out of bounds off Hallsworth. Sturkle steps in the front of that one. Just gets it up to Ray, but the Knights keep it in with a high ball in, but it'll go long and out of bounds. Baird saw that one going out of bounds to her left and just kind of watched it. So when the Knights sub, the clock will keep going. But the Raiders with the lead, the clock would stop. So probably only see the Raiders sub if the Knights are subbing. And I say that, and there's a couple girls with the pennies on the sideline over there. This one will go back. Number 17, Reese Terveen, will turn and play that one back to Gross. That ball played well. Feed to number 30. Layla Ryan did a nice job. Deflection there. Borman comes out of her, tries to clear it, can't. Hoff knocks it away. Persistence by the Knights. They'll win the throw. Quick reset by Steffen. Right to Hoff. Hoff pushes it up the line towards Ray. Can't get there. Now number 5, the captain, Bortnum, tries to get one in there, but it goes out of bounds, and a goal kick for the Raiders. And there'll be a clock stoppage with this substitution of 2 Raiders. Probably the last one we'll see. Holsworth looks like she's coming off. Sturkle. Drive this one towards Rabe. She battles with Bortnum for possession. Sturkle heads that one up. Hoff holds her ground. She's just going to try to clear it out. She does to Rabe. Rabe tries to roll it up, gets it to Shoot. Gets it to 34, that looks like. Callie Kuiper. And got one in pocket change here to go in this one before the Raiders collect their 3rd win. They'll go 3-0 with an impressive 5-1 victory over the Knights, unless that changes. We got a shot, but it goes well wide, and Gross will grab it for a goal kick. Neither team really in any hurry to do anything here. Gross will take a look and put this one, drive it low in the middle of the field. Sturkle's there. That one goes out of bounds with 30 seconds to go in this one. That'll be a throw to the Raiders, and they'll take their time before Lehman throws it in long down the line away from their goal, and it'll be another Raider throw with 20 seconds to go. Lehman will just go down the field and probably drive another long one towards more of the middle. Gets sent out of bounds with 10 seconds to go, and Lehman will probably just stand and hold the ball here with 5 seconds to go. She'll get set in the right spot. She'll go a short one, and they'll just kind of let that one kick in. And that's the final here at Sioux Park Stadium. So that's the final whistle, and the result final is Stevens Raiders 5, Lady Knights 1. The Knights are now 1-2. The Raiders move to 3-0. The Lady Knights' next contest is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Against the Cobblers. And the Raiders are on the pitch again against the Yankton Gazelles. Recapping the scoring before we sign off on this one. Again, the Raiders' 5 goals came 2 from Ava Holsworth, the senior captain, the 7th minute and the 10th minute. In the 21st minute, a goal by Vienna Reagan. And in the second half, in the 50th minute, a PK earned by Holsworth. Was a good finish there by Reagan, who beat the moving goalkeeper side to side, which is legal, and then off of a shot or a block, came out, and she just drilled one into the back of the net in the 52nd minute. And then O'Gorman was able to get on the board with a nicely taken set piece by junior midfielder Loretta Hillman to cap off the scoring in the 67th minute. We'll be back tomorrow again in the stadium. We'll have the boys contests here with the Stevens Raiders starting at 9, Stevens Raiders YouTube, and then at 11, the Cobbler boys will take on O'Gorman. So thank you for following Raider Athletics on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv, and then YouTube Stevens Raiders. Shout out to the production team of Delaney and Harley. We'll see you next time.
Great rates on auto and renter's insurance at State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.